Good morning. Here we are at Colby Canyon Trail. Today our goal is Strawberry Meadow. We're hoping to see a lot more of this. Flowing water throughout our hike, especially here in the beginning. We're also looking for some wildflowers because we are in the middle of one of the biggest sort of super bloom seasons California has had in a long time. After a record-breaking amount of moisture, precipitation, snow, rain this winter. So it's very exciting. Come along. Our goal today is to climb up Colby Canyon, over the saddle, and down to Strawberry Meadow. We are looking for waterfalls, creeks, swimming pools, that kind of thing. And we are also looking for, because of all that moisture, an abundance of wildflower species. These are chia. You know, those superfood chia seeds that you buy in the grocery store? This is the plant it comes from. Beautiful. Well, we're not very far in, and we already have our first and probably our most spectacular waterfall of the day. Bringing some much needed moisture to this California landscape. Can't wait to see what that moisture has in store for us. Oh dude, this isn't pipestem. Is this pipestem clematis? This is our old friend, pipestem clematis? Pipestem clematis? Clematis? Indian paintbrush. Really stunning. The colors on this hike, you guys. Southern California wildflowers doing their thing. So exciting. It's just the most beautiful time of year in these mountains. All the snow melt is pouring down the side of the trail, turning cliff sides into waterfalls that otherwise were dry. Here you can see the history of this area. It's been ravaged by fires, as evidenced by the ashen trunk over here. But also, with all the recent rainfall, life has just come bursting back onto the scene. I mean, even look at this tree here. You can see how the needles at the ends are bright green. Look at all this new growth. It's so exciting! This plant, which we'll see all over the trail today, is a type of ceanothus, chaparral whitethorn. And this is its favorite time of year for flowers. We're starting to climb now, so time to delayer. I do love a down layer because it's very warm and very light, so it's not going to add really any weight to my pack, which has a great abundance of water after our last episode.
Looks like less than half a liter. So we'll have plenty on our hike here. So it's not very much. It's enough. So that means that we didn't quite pack enough water today.
Where it was just a little too tight for comfort. All these flowers are just delightful. Up there, Strawberry Peak, and just to the left of it, it's a saddle where we're gonna climb to. Look at this beautiful Our Lord's candle in full bloom. Look at all this ceanothus, dude. You see this? Just like opening up into a field of it. Also the manzanita section of the trail right here. We're seeing a lot of these manzanita plants popping up. And now look at this. Finally I can show you why it's called manzanita. Look. See these? These are the little apples that give it its name. When they're ripe, which they are not, they are edible. Yay. So these are dead and crushed leaves of the Our Lord's candle, this yucca plant out here, chaparral yucca. And as you can see, they're very fibrous. So they can be torn apart and actually used to make rope and cord and anything else that you might be able to weave together with these strong, consistent fibers. You can make an extremely strong rope with this. I mean, even when they're not bound together, I'm trying to tear them. I cannot, even with just these few. And of course, the other end of the leaf is very sharp, fine pointed. This is dead and so therefore not very useful for that purpose, but if you get a live one, they can be used as a needle almost. So you have thread and needle in the same plant. We've been climbing for a bit now, almost 2 hours, and we are almost at the saddle. Out there in the distance, you can see Los Angeles with a low cloud cover, and then as you follow this valley in, you can actually see a good bit of the trail where we walked the ridge there. And we came all the way up this valley. Still got a ways to go, but so far so good. Almost lunchtime. So we've had the pleasure of seeing a lot of beautiful Our Lord's candle plants as we come out here. And this yucca is shown in all of its different life cycles. So if you look right here, these are quite young. Soon enough they will look a lot like this guy right here. And eventually this guy is going to look a lot like that one right there, where you can see the flower stalk is starting to come up out of the center of the plant, and eventually that flower stalk starts to expand, put out all of these smaller branches, which actually carry the flowers. And you can see the incredible sort of Fibonacci spiraling of the crown there. And then of course, after they've bloomed, we have our dead stalk there ready to give off some seeds. And if you look up to your left, there's a deer that we saw earlier just climbing the hillside looking for a bit of a snack. So swift and agile on the trail. All right, it's saddle time. Time for us to take a break. We're gonna pop a squat up on this little flat area, this water cistern, rain catch, and have ourselves some snacks, maybe even some lunch. So here we are, lunchtime on the cistern at the saddle. We just climbed about 2.3 miles, about 1,400 vertical feet, and we were rewarded with this beautiful view. And we're just going to do a quick pack review. All right, so here we have a liter and a half of water, which I've already started sipping. In my pack, I have another 3 liters, my trusty Mansuri, my hat, my trekking poles, a couple emergency items we have, headlamp, journal, satellite phone, pre-made sandwich, beef jerky, dried mango, trail mix, dried soft and juicy mandarins, which are a favorite of mine, sunscreen, zinc-based mineral sunscreen, some homemade PB&Js, puffy jacket, my R1, a hat, just in case, and of course, my trusty first aid kit. An umbrella, a trash bag for trash collection and or rain protection, and a rain cover for the pack. So we are prepared for a multitude of scenarios. And that's our pack. Quite a view of the range. Beautiful San Gabriel Mountains. These succulents are not terribly common to see on the trails here in the San Gabriels. This is a type of live forever that is really incredible at surviving in a very arid environment. It's amazing the difference you can see in the landscape. On this north side face you have all these big pines, and then over here in the southern facing part of the range, looks almost like a desert mountain range. You know, I've said it before, I love it out here. It's beautiful, especially this time of year. Spring, abundance, can't beat it. And here in the San Gabriel Mountains, we are not very far from Los Angeles. Access means having a vehicle, 30 minutes of driving time, and here you are in one of the most beautiful landscapes, Southern California, with virtually nobody else out here, just our animal friends, and some pretty spectacular views. Here's a pro tip. Did you know that the buckle on the chest strap of your backpack is most likely an emergency whistle, and that you can simply blow into it and it will make a very, very loud, shrill sound that will tell everyone in the area to come and rescue you. Hopefully, nobody does that right now. Well, looks like we more or less made it. Strawberry Meadow. It's beautiful down here. Flat, expansive, lots of shade. Let's go find a lunch spot. Have second lunch. It's quite a rock. Huh? In case you get lost. Now I'm not entirely certain, but my guess is that these are some kind of carpenter ant. They probably made an entire network inside this dead log, and they'll help break it down so that it can become part of the forest floor and help nourish new life. This is the cycle. It's digging a hole. This snake is using its face to dig a hole out of the side of the hill here, presumably for a house. And it's wary of our presence, but trusting enough to continue its process. Big man on campus. So we just finished up our second lunch in this beautiful picnic spot next to a snow melt stream. Woo! Doesn't get much better. We're gonna head back. Maybe we'll see a little bit more wildlife, some flowers, but really glad you joined us today. Thanks for coming along on this trip to Strawberry Meadow. Like that too.